about moms really resonated with me. I'm giving you my all with the, I share, the reason I share all these things about my mother, because I'm aware that many people would benefit. But it takes a lot, it takes years of work. But now imagine if you just commit to your mother for 5 years, she would actually find joy. And if you just commit yourself for 2 to 3 years, your life would be a lot better, only to realize why not commit to yourself for a lifetime. Why not, right? Like, why would you stop committing to your self-love? And that's the beauty of self-development and cultivation. I don't expect things to be easy. Like, again, remember, I've been sitting here for 4 hours. When I first began, my back would go ow, ow, but God says, don't worry, eventually you won't even feel it. And so for months, my back would go ow, 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 ow. It's 3 hours, are we still going? But I turned it into part of my meditation to just sit here and cross-legged. Same thing with my mother. In the beginning, my ego would respond, but as I keep believing, my heart would respond and things got better. Because when my mother raised her voice and closed-minded, I would raise my voice and say, why are you so closed-minded? But as I matured as a practitioner, how can you heal fire with fire? You have to balance that fire with water. Okay, next. Let's go to Hillary. Butterfly says, I really appreciate the advice. My mother can be very difficult and I relate to you. I'm not the most patient person in the world either, and I definitely tend to stress out. Every advice you have is very much appreciated. Teamwork, right? We are Sangha for a reason. We're not here to be cute and just talk about surface level spiritual things that everyone already knows. That's crap. And that's what we're doing, right? Like, I can just sit here and play flutes all day. That's not gonna really help you deeply. It'll help you relax and de-stress. But this deep talk, it cuts through the ignorance. But you have to have patience to listen to it. You know why? It's not easy to listen to me, express all these things with intensity. But without this intensity, you might not absorb it. And the rapidness that it comes out, I'm not even using this. The word just comes out because I see, right? When brothers and sisters and people are paying attention, because we're connected now. And when we're connected, it's like in the Matrix. We're in. Tank. Load the simulation. Love your damn self, love your damn self, love your damn self, love your damn self, love your mother, love your mother. Lustrous Rose says, I can agree with that. Every spiritual path should have self-love and self-respect in it. Hillary and Christelle. How can I help you? Let's start with Hillary if you're still in here. Thank you for your patience. Last hour, okay? Because, I love it, but I have to take care of myself too. 5 hours of live streaming is it's healthy. 6 is pushing it, It's like, I can do 6, but tomorrow I'll be loopy. Tell me your ASL. Age, sex, location. Well, I know you look like a lady. Oh, you're a teacher. Shout out to Insight Timer teacher. Hillary's from Colorado. Let's see what she says here. I never had fear my first 20 years. 43-year-old lady from Colorado, okay? With the group here, I actually feel more emotionally safe to express myself. I get it. Because it's love, it's unconditional love. And sometimes we don't know how to connect with it, you know. Sister Hillary, 43-year-old lady from Colorado. Says, I never had fear my first 20 years. Now I feel fear all the time. Okay, so what happens after? What happened on the 21st year? You know what happened. After my son arrived unexpectedly, I was abandoned and then had health problems. Which means you have some abandonment issue. And how did you respond from being abandoned? Like, how do you feel that after your son arrived, you were abandoned, and then some misfortune or some blessings happened to you? Because would you be an insight timer teacher if all of this didn't happen to you? You've been blessed, but sometimes our relationship with our blessing can deepen. I have done many decades of work and teach thousands of folks to heal, but my relationship with my son has stalled. How is your relationship with your father and mother? Because the seed, the beginning, there's pain in the beginning, and you don't realize. Through deep meditation, you will realize it. Relationship with mom and dad are tough and rough. But I have forgiven. And so you get involved with a relationship with a rough and tough guy. Imagine that your parents, the one thing they don't do is love themselves. You have parents who are together because it's tradition to get married. But the love is absent. The idea of love is present. Men and women should be married. But the love, the feeling is missing. Because why? They're both two empty cups. They divorced when I was 11. And so when your parents are divorced, which you know, the children are more likely to also divorce. But why? Because what your parents were looking for is self-love. When you got involved with your ex-partner, what you're looking for is self-love. You live in fear because you're missing this thing self-love. Because if you truly love yourself, why would you have fear? But you're doing the best that you can. You're doing the best that you can, and I'm here to tell you, truly love your damn self completely. Face your fears. Face all your fears while you still have your years, releasing the sadness and tears. Face your fears, heal your tears. Be the light. Being the light, it doesn't mean I identify as the light. It means bring the light to the fear. When you carry the light, walk towards the darkness with the light. Many people just carry the light, but they don't want to go do the work. God never abandoned you. Imagine the whole time you make it this far, the angels, the universe have been supporting you and loving you. And what happens? All your whole ancestry, your parents, your grandmother, they all carry this thing called get married for mental reasons, tradition, but missing emotion. And how many generations of just survival, but not thriving? They marry to survive. But the love has been missing. But how many generations of survival marriage has been happening in your generation? We don't know. But in this lifetime, we're here to stop that cycle so that your son, so that your children can live a life of prosperity and joy and love. So we have to face our fears. You've been carrying the fear for so long. It makes your body, it makes your neck tight. It makes your shoulders tight. It makes you try very hard because the energy is not flowing. Because there's a blockage in the chakras. Hillary says, I have a fun trip to Mexico this weekend and I'm terrified my body will fail. I have had back and foot surgery and I'm in pain all the time, and I see the world through the lens of a child, but my physical body doesn't believe what I'm trying to do because your chakras are blocked. Why is your chakras blocked? You still carry the negative energy from your parents, passed down from generation of survival marriage to generation, and you're passing it to your children already. But it's never too late to heal that. When the body becomes ill is because there's an energy, you're carrying something. Because you don't know how to let go. You want to know how it feels like to open your chakra? Stop trying so hard and surrender to the love that's already within. Your eyeball is like this. Surrender. Relax. Slow down. Have faith. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Get back to yourself, Sister Hilary. Surrender to the love within, not some love outside, not something out there. The love is within. But when you surrender to fear, your body and your mind, because you're doing the best you can, and I'm here to remind you, here, and slowly let go of the fear. And open this. But do it every day. You need to retreat and be and face your fears. These fears are illusions that you have created, and press the replay button. And to let the fear fade away, you have to focus on the opposite of fear: love, gratitude, joy, love, mindfulness practices. Because you can do yoga and be completely in worry, fear, doubt. You can be trying to help so many people, but it's coming from a place of fear. And that's the best that you know. You have 2 choices: positive or negative. If you want your life to be negative, keep choosing fear. Always know you don't have to choose fear. Fear is a choice, because the moment you accept that fear is a choice, you can choose something else. If you don't like your life, you can change. If you don't like fear, guess what? You have the free will to choose joy, peace, love, understanding, compassion, groundedness, meditation, awakening, God, Buddha, Jesus, angels, archangels, bodhisattvas, all the goodness. Not worry. You. Fear. You. Complain. Victim. No. When that happens, don't respond. I choose my breath. That's the practice. I choose stillness. I choose happiness. I choose love. I choose to breathe in love and release the fear. In love, releasing the darkness and fear. I let go of fear, inhaling joy and bliss, happy Buddha energy, kittens, puppies, and release the garbage and the toxicness. And you gotta do this for a while, sister. And remember, your Mexico trip is gonna end, but your journey in the moment is always happening until your time on earth has expired. My Mexico trip is right now. Love is now. Or we can just keep worrying, oh gosh, is my body gonna make it? My son, oh God. Oh, it's 4 hours, 24 minutes already. Oh my God. Tired. I notice I have, let's see here. We're still reading. We're still giving Sister Hillary a reading. Okay, hold on. I have no idea. When I was having an awakening, my teacher at the time was Michael Beckwith. His Sangha, Agape International Spiritual Center, is in Culver City, and I live in Houston, Texas. I used to daydream about going to Culver City to be with the Reverend, until God told me, why do you need to go so far to look for God if God is in the moment? Do you need to go to Sedona? It's in Beverly Hills. Hey, shout out to. I still want to go, by the way. You know, I love. Thank you, Sister Catherine. Yes, I used before finding the local spiritual community, I used to live stream with Agape. I used to send money. They would say my name on the stream, and I'm like, God, I need some real people to meditate with. I spent a year on every Wednesday live stream and Sunday live stream. And I was devoted until I realized, man, I need some human beings, not a digital thing. And that's when my journey locally began, because I was like, I need more. So shout out to Michael Beckwith, because he's a huge inspiration in my journey watching The Secret, and I studied Michael Beckwith for 3 years. Right? Spiritual liberation, the life awakening process, and I practiced all these things and was exposed to, you know, Hans King, the spiritual medium, and so that's my beginning. So Culver City is an awful place. Well, I'm just talking about the community. So let's focus. So I'm telling you that, Sister Hillary, if you turn your vacation into every moment, there's no room for fear and anger and hate. But it requires discipline and practice for your life to be holy. You have to spend time in discipline. Because when your doubt, fear, worry gets in the way, what are you going to do about it? Let go of the worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Here's a little song I wrote. I like to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it up. But don't worry. Be happy. Wait, okay, you're getting somewhere here, Hillary. How do you deal with your stress and worry? Are you smoking weed? How do you, this is important. How do you deal with your fearing mind? Because it's like sometimes we know what we need to do, but we ain't doing it. Because why would we still be living in fear if we're practicing the things that we know? Go see Michael Beckwith at Agape. That's one way. If you can go see Michael Beckwith, hey, shout out to Michael. It led me to a New Thought church called Unity in Houston. I have a full life of gratitude and mindfulness. I run, I journal, I teach yoga. I'm a mindfulness coach who lives in fear. Your identity is mindfulness coach, but behind that, we gotta be real. Your identity is what you have told me. Now, this is not a comfortable talk because you are a life coach, you are a teacher. Right? You're doing all the things you need to be doing, but the truth is the result is you're living in fear constantly. We're not here to put that down. We're here to be real. This is the tough work, right? And your body keeps the score. That's why your body's like, oh no, Mexico, I really would like to, right? So we're here to say thank you for your service, but serve your damn self. And there's no other way, because if you're serving God and you're doing everything right, why would your body be deteriorating? My mind is healthy, but my body doesn't buy in. You say you're living in fear. How the hell is your mind happy? Now, I'm being brutally honest with you. Because I'm trying to get the message across. Thank you for your work and your service to helping people, but you're living in fear. When your mind is in fear, your body begins to deteriorate. My brother Sean, who used to smoke weed for 20 years, his body started being in pain. Why? Because he was living in fear pain. Right? Chakras are blocked. How did he open his chakra? Meditation. Facing that the job that he's working is not in alignment with his highest good. Now, why am I on here for 4.5 hours? Free. I'm not charging you a thing. Mindfulness teacher. This is not even my job. This is my love. Okay? I'm not like, right? This is free. But I'm like this with you because you know why? I care deeply and I want to see you do good. But here's the truth is you came to me with the vulnerability of you live in fear and your body is deteriorating, but you say that your mind is healthy. I'm here to say BS. Because who's going to tell you? You're the life coach. Nobody's going to tell you. You're the leader where you're at. But who's going to tend to the light workers? God's plan, right? But I'm aware. That's why I don't work for. That's why I serve people. There's no money exchange. I don't need something from you, which is why this is why I can push this far, so that my therapist says the same thing, but you still do the same thing. I'm telling you what the same thing as your therapist, but your actions are the same. Okay, I know all the things to do, but still. Yes, this is and I'm telling you, when will you prioritize you, boo? When are you gonna do your work? Here's the thing. If your energy is fear and you're mindfulness coaching and life coaching people, what are you teaching them? Be careful. If your work is incomplete, when will you complete your inner work? You got started, but I'm telling you, go all the way with your healing. Because if you're still living in constant fear, or what are you teaching? Is that mindfulness? If your mind is in fear, or your mindfulness in fear? I'm pressing you because again, I'm not here to just go, oh, I resonate with the reading. Right? I'm doing this more masculine energy. You know why? Your energy is also masculine. You're bold, right? Because you've gone through so much. But I have to do this energy in front of you right now because you're not getting the message. Because you're still doing the same thing. I have a lot of work to do, yet you're still helping a ton of people. How can you help others if you have not filled your own cup first? How can you help other people if you haven't helped yourself completely? Especially if you're a healer. You can still pay the bills, but do your inner work, my sister. We're not saying stop. We're saying do your inner work and complete your healing and learn to live in love and joy. Now I know why God sent me to Insight Timer. Now I know why I'm here. For this right now. Because this is really intense. You're accountable for many people, okay? My fear is just a piece of my puzzle. Okay, so now your relationship with it, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue coasting with not doing my work. But it's okay, you're starting to throw up walls now with this words, okay? My fear is just a piece of my, okay, great. You know what to do. Do your work. Love your damn self. And fear is not love. Gotta throw the energy out because I was just expressing my fear for the weekend. Okay. Well, I hope that you find joy. Okay? Because right now you're throwing walls already. You're starting to list. Okay, no. I'm doing the best I can. But right now you're throwing walls. And we all see it. We still love you. Okay? Because if you're serving God, your body gets healed. That's clear as day to me. When you serve, your energy flow, your chakras open, but you're serving, but your chakras are blocked, which you say, right? Which you have said, your chakras blocked. You agree? And shout out to Brother Jeff. I saw something with sobriety. I am a month shy of a full year of sobriety from drinking and being intimate with another person. Hey, thank you for doing your work. Again, what we're doing here is not easy with Sister Hillary. Okay? But I'm aware that the energy has closed and I've done my part. As much as I want my brothers and sisters to understand, I cannot force love. But one thing I could do is play the flutes. Huge congrats. Yeah, shout out to all the sobriety. 8 months. And also, again, I'm trying to be respectful and, I'm doing my best to be respectful and be loving. But the work is not easy, which is why I have to press a little bit. But when we're not ready to do the work, or it's not time, it's up to us to choose when that time is. Because when you serve God, your chakras open and your body is pure and it heals. But when your body is sick, is your chakras open? Is your energy flowing? The truth is painful, but it will set you free. Ryan says the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. That's why the master teaches us don't do routine work. Just show up and do the routine. Christelle, are you here? Yeah, I take y'all absolutely seriously, because, again, this is why I always tell people, like, the moment this is why the master, did he charge me any money for teaching me spirituality? Absolutely. Actually, he gave me a car. Why didn't he charge me money for teaching me mindfulness? Because he's showing me unconditional love. Why don't I charge for card reading? Unconditional love. I'm just continuing the teachings. But in the Western world, what happens? Energy exchange, love offering. Why? We have to pay bill. Spirituality is very trendy. And with people with vulnerability, it's very profitable. But what kind of healing work are we doing? Who knows? Have fun on your Mexico trip, Sister Hillary. Thank you, Kristen. universe tells you, who's gonna help the light worker if not you? Who's gonna support the teachers who support people? At first I'm like, really? Because it's really difficult to help teachers. Limmat is saying, if you want to tell someone the truth, you better make them laugh or they might want to hurt you. Says, I've tried all my life, no more. It's peaceful that way. It's really difficult, and I'm just so grateful. I'm terrible at giving up, people. I know I may come off at sometimes too blunt or too masculine or insensitive, but it's a tool. In Tibetan culture, they have this thing called loving anger. Now I'm not using that here at all. So imagine what the Tibetan lamas, the way they train, that's how I got trained, okay? I was trained by loving anger because sometimes you have attachment to something that doesn't serve you, but you don't know. And I'm just grateful that I can. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for my humanness. But when God tells me something, there's no other way. And that's why I love God. Because every time I'm just obedient to this love, my heart opens. Yes, it's difficult to, it's very difficult, but when you give all your heart expands because you're giving all. Give all the way. In the beginning, I used to think, man, how can I charge money for card readings? How can I charge money for sound healing? Should I go to a yoga studio and maybe tell them, hey, I can? And I've tried, but God's like, no, I don't need you to do that. And I'm like, you want me to just do like the master, just help people? And so, brothers and sisters, I do Amazon deliveries to keep the energy pure, to keep the healing work unconditional. I do Amazon deliveries so that I can speak from my heart completely with non-attachment. Because if you paid me some money and I tell you the truth, some of y'all would never come back. But if I keep BSing you, many of you will come back. I tell you what you want to hear but not need to hear. And that's why I'm so grateful that I've been blessed, because not everyone's blessed to walk a path where they can be completely honest. Because why? Politics, money, circumstances that make you have to not be completely honest. And I'm just grateful that I can, I took a break from doing this for a while because it's intense for people, especially on Twitch. So before coming on Insight Timer, I was doing this on Twitch, but there's a lot more spiritual practitioners on here that need the truth and the hard truth. The master always says, I fight for you. I fight for your family. I fight for your community. Because I'm aware that it's not, the fight happens because it's about not giving up on each other. It's about when you see brothers and sisters and people, hold them to accountability. I don't need a title, but we use the title. That's why I'm like, Before I used to think, man, I need to be a minister at Agape International. I'm trying to study. I emailed Agape International if they had any internship spots available. But God's like, no, I have a better teacher for you. I didn't even know. I emailed Agape, Culver City. Y'all have any government funding? Because at that time, I'm like, how am I going to pay to be in Culver City, study with Michael Beckwith? But instead, I ended up in the best place. Right here where I'm at, the moment. Unconditional love. Where I'm free to speak my heart. No strings attached. You don't like it, you leave. You like it, you stay. Let's see here. Thank you, Suleiman. Yeah, shout out to Sister Emily Richardson and Brother Sean. Love your damn self. And again, my goal is, if just one person takes the leap of faith, and we all take the leap of faith, we get to fly together. When I see Emily Richardson and I see Sean Crary and I see Sister Jill Crary, I fly with them. When I see Blossom Violet live stream, oh, she's flying with me too. When you do the work and I feel love, you're flying with me. But when I see people do the work in this ego, I say something about it. And it's not going to be comfortable sometimes. But guess what? Are we here to just be like, love and light? When are we going to start using our voice to call things out? And it's not easy. But this is why I love the open platform of where you can come and go as you wish. So check out system. And this is why the art of sound healing, it helps ground. Right? You see, like, all the journey is a dynamic. But when you learn how to use the music to ground, that's why when we see Joel Osteen, we gotta call that out. It's like, is that humble? When we see people on TikTok doing card reading for $50, is that the right thing to do? I gotta pay my bills. And so we lower the standard of the work that we do. Why? Our human experience. We forgot faith in God. Very good reasons to not love your damn self. This is the old rodeo. But the moment you give all to God, your family is good, your money is good, your life is amazing. But we make excuses to not go all the way. That's why I'm highly selective of who I listen to. Remember, brothers and sisters, this is why I tell you, I'm absolutely super selective of who I absorb energy from. Right? And again, everybody is a child of God. But some people have more work to do to realize the love that they are. And so you want to be super selective of who you listen, because some people more into politics and paying the bills. And that's okay. I'm telling you, you have a choice to make. Some people more about their title and looking good in front of people, but the real work to do, they don't do. And that's why I have to give my all. Thank you, Angela says, you've done an amazing job. Thank you for the loving kindness. You've done yeah. Jeff says, my mind is very busy, what I heard tonight. It's very inspiring. Again, I was like, God, where do I belong? The master goes, help your people. I'm like, Thai people? No, spiritual people. Spiritual people who are following spiritual trends but not doing their work, who are practicing lots of meditation but don't know how to love themselves. But they're doing the best that they can, and they just need a little honesty. Because I was the same way. I bought the organite necklace. I had dreadlocks. I light sage every day. But you have to learn to let go, get out of the way of God, and let God work through you. Or you can just use people and make money like Joel Osteen. I need to keep the establishment going. I need to keep the church doors open, so we have to keep selling the same message and no miracles really happening. People get high from some music, and that's what pays the bills. But are people awakening? We're selling more books at the bookstore though. They're willing to come to the sound bath, but they're not willing to become the singing bowl. They're willing to go to retreat in Bali, but they're not willing to retreat into their heart right where they're at work with their family. On a hard day, they can't retreat to Bali. The retreat is in the now. But guess what? That message is not profitable. The message of the retreat is in the now? No. Let them go to Sedona, go to the vortex. Let them go to California so they can be around that vibe. Right? Let them go to Tibet and find Buddha. Did Buddha bow to a statue of himself? Did Jesus pray to a cross? Who did I learn that from? Michael Beckwith. But some people would rather worship Michael Beckwith than realize you can be the visionary too. Then realize you can be the mystic too. Then realize you can be the loving one too. Then realize you can be the Christ consciousness one too. But some people, the master call Yamao, fake monk. You act the part, you dress the part, but behind closed door, you're just trying to pay the bill. But it's fine, right? There's a role for everybody. But we can keep BSing each other and play dumb, or we can be honest and help each other grow. That's what I'm here for, brothers and sisters. Crispy Boar says, it's one of the reasons why I stopped going to church. They threw away the Bible and stopped being a Christian. Churches are nothing more than businesses, this guy. Now, there are some good churches who do the right thing. And some are just there as business. And there's something like that in every religion. So it's not necessarily the religion. It's the people who are ignorant, who don't know better. So I'm not here, again, people are doing the best they can, but I'm not here to tell people to close down the churches. I'm here to share the knowledge so that you can be around the right people who are loving, who are humble, who are not trying to make money from you. Because I'm like, the master, he trained me for 2 years. He never charged me money. He gave me a Cadillac CTS. He gave me this shirt. right? He gave me this necklace. He gave me so many things. What is he trying to teach me? When you're willing to give your all to God, God will also give all back to you. Some people just give all to get money. But not all your heart. Because you know why? Very good reasons not to. Oh, amazing reasons to doubt, fear, and worry and not have faith. So it's not just churches that sometimes is our businesses. Guess what? A spiritual retreat to Brazil. A spiritual retreat to India to go to the Buddha's pilgrimage. Wow. Everyone knows the Buddha nature is within, but we want to go to the pilgrimage. Which is fine. But some people are looking for God outside, but not from within. Or only on Sundays, God is, it's only on Sundays. Not at work. Not when your boss is an a-hole. No, God's not there right now. No, not the left, then the right, politics. No, God's not on that side. God's on my side. On that side, that's not God. Do your best and keep things pure. I would not be speaking like this if this was a paid engagement, if there was politics behind. I got nothing to lose. But many people do have something to lose, and that's why it's called conditional messaging, conditional teaching. Where I'm coming from is unconditional. Because you know why? My money I make from doing Amazon. When I'm on here, it's for God. And I see that y'all are here for the same thing, which I'm so happy about. Because it's really hard to find a lot of people like this who on the same page. So shout out to Insight Timer and all the goodness of Insight Timer. And the intentions that Insight Timer try, do their best to keep pure, and all the Insight Timer teachings. And I know some of them pissed off at me, but I love you. And I'm just here to be honest, because I've been on this journey about 10 years of exploring Michael Beckwith, Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, Jerry Hicks, Thich Nhat Hanh, Hans King, even Ricky Byers, the Unity Church, the Hare Krishna Temple, right? Going to Burning Man, going to different burns, going to the ecstatic dances, right? Wearing organite, crystals, Insight Timer, Calm, Headspace, the Muse Head brain scanner for meditation, flute, crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, right? Frankincense copal, white copal, Mayan copal, all of it. So much exploration, only to realize you always been with me. Love and God and Buddha and Grandma, Bob Marley, all the mystics, all the love, all the spirit guides, all the archangels, they've always been with you. And when you get out of the way, your energy opens, a miracle happens, your body heals. That's why when I see a sister serve and her body's getting sicker, I'm like, that's why I fight hard to right? Ayahuasca, psilocybin, mush, all of it, cannabis. Sometimes it's hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to feel like God cares for me, sis. I'm telling you, God never leave you. But sometimes we're looking for God with this puny ego. We're looking for God to throw money at us. But God wants to give you wisdom, something beyond money. But we're still looking for $1 million dropping out of the sky in a check. And we go, yes. Your existence is worth more than money. If you're dead, you can't even have money. Be grateful for that. Be grateful at least that you woke up today, because I always remember I could just be dead. But I'm not. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm married, my wife is happy, the cats are happy, my mom's happy, my dad's happy, my relationship's happy, there's no crazy thing going on, because you know why? I let God take over my life. I have an amazing master, I have amazing instruments, flute, people respect me, I respect people. It's a holy life. It's I could always just go on, and I want you to have something the same and even better. The same or even better. Do you always need a master? No. But you need to love your damn self though. You don't need a master, but you do need a teacher, because you know why? Having teachers humble you. Having teachers humble you, because you don't know. Because your ego will think, I figure it all out. But when you have somebody to mentor you, they keep your ego in check. I have a mentor. I mentor people. I keep people in check. I keep myself in check. The master keeps me. God keeps us in check. But the moment you think you have figured it out and you're not willing to be humbled by something outside of you, check your damn ego. Because I'm looking at how is my life getting better or worse? Am I finding my way or am I getting lost? Are people around me worse or happier? The work is not easy, but if you keep doing it, it leads to a place of deep fulfillment. And as you do the work, God sends you different tools, how to speak, how to teach meditation, how to teach yoga, how to play the flutes, how to sing, how to om, how to learn new material to teach people, how to teach yourself new material, how to get Mystic Quacker some new friends, how to live stream, how to decorate the room, what camera to choose, what angle, what kind of lighting are we going to use, what should I wear, how intense should I be, should I drink coffee or tea, does tea balance my energy that I need, or does coffee balance where I need right now, what time to wake up, when to sleep, what to say, when to be quiet, who to be involved with, when not. All of that the universe will show you if you surrender. When you pick your relationship, you pick what your ego wants. But when you let God choose, you pick the one that helps you grow. And you open your chakra. Because sometimes the thing you need is not what you want. But do you trust God to pick for you? Most people know, and that's why they keep dating like a drive-thru at McDonald's. Do you want French fry or are you looking for a fine dining? Some of y'all just have some French fry relationship. Do you just want a spicy McChicken from McDonald's dollar menu relationship? Or do you want high quality. Some of y'all say you don't want it, but you keep eating the $1 menu McChicken. And we're not talking about it's bad. It's a concept, okay? If y'all eating that, whatever. Erico says, my sudden comment, nobody knows I've been joining Tanet's live practice. Tanet, you've been my most focusing person these days. Thank you so much for your dedication, soul work, love with your experiencing journey and such a great way of humor. Arigato. ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณครับ You know why? The world needs you. Humanity needs you, brothers and sisters who are willing to take flight. Because right now, the world is not looking good when it comes to the system it's operating. And we need compassionate leaders who are not just going to meditate everything out, who are willing to call things out, who are willing to use their voice and still have compassion and never forgetting God, Buddha, Jesus, Allah, all the goodness. The world is becoming more spiritual, but sometimes we have boundaries that says, nope, my God and your God. Islam is over here, Christianity over here. And sometimes being spiritual is a threat to these attachments. But do we stop loving and we stop uniting? Would God want the world to unite? Or fight? That's why when we make a reason to fight, I'm like, that's not what the universe would want. That's not what God would want, for us to fight. But sometimes the devil is involved. Ignorance. Don't know better. But with more light workers who are activated or who are willing to do the work. And guess what? It's not political. What I'm doing on here, it's not political. But many people who are spiritual get involved in that and corrupt the work that's pure. I love my brothers and sisters in the full spectrum. Now, some people are like, nope, not those people. Because guess what? Thank you, Now Miami. Some of us have a really hard life, and they've been through things. And we all have our challenges. And if we all just realize we all want the same thing, love, joy. Because once you and your family are happy, help other families too. Because nowadays when your family make it, what happens? You keep it in the family only. You forget to help your neighbor. Being on here is not profitable. But I'm not here for profit. I'm here for God. I'm here for humanity. If I teach meditation only when I get money, sometimes God needs you to teach people who don't even realize they need meditation. Some people need sound healing, and you just need to be there and people will come. Sometimes you just need to bust, right? HTX meditation, local meditation, started in 2020 because why God said, all these people indoor all the time in their head, they can meditate outside. Why don't you go bring the bowls? So now the group has been running for 3.5 years. Instead of focusing on a pain, how can we bring the healing? Instead of focusing on fear, how can we bring the love? But nobody said it would be easy to sit here for almost 6 hours. I sit for God. I sit for the Buddha. I remember my ancestors. The Buddha sat a long time to reach a certain level. Jesus sat a long time to have an awareness. What are we doing to connect with God? Just moving lips, commenting on Facebook? I used to do that. Send people prayer on Facebook. Beautiful poetic prayer. And God's like, are you just, all you're gonna do is move your fingers? Why don't you start something? Mystic Village. HTX meditation. But God, I have to show up every Sunday for 3 years now? I could do other stuff on Sunday. I guess you don't want to serve. And I'm like, well, if you wait other people to make the sacrifice for humanity, some people just would never start because they're waiting for other people to start too. If you have singing bowls, go to the park on Sundays and start a group people. If you have a yoga teaching skill, help people. Go to the park and teach and unite humanity through practice and love. Sometimes we're doing too much spiritual talking, but there's no practice, there's no guidance. There's no mentorship. It's just talking about my views. Zen is this. Huang Po said this. Jesus says that. I'm going to throw this verse at you. John 3:16. But they still hate their father, their ex-husband, their ex-girlfriend. The master called it, some of y'all, you read the cookbook, but you don't do the cooking. Oh, you read the cookbook very good, but you don't do the cooking. In a Zen term, they say, oh, some of y'all are focused on the Buddha's finger, but you don't go to the moon. The work that it takes to connect with God and Buddha and Jesus and the archangels. Last mantra and I'm out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for a good, intense time. May we find deep, fulfilling love that lasts a lifetime, and love our damn selves a lifetime. So thank you, Lindsay, Dawn, Sophie, Wes, Erico, Blossom. Thank you for your blessing, Cherie. Getting on Insight Timer and click on live and seeing Tanet's picture make me. Thank you, Suleiman, Beth, Erico, Jeff. Thank you for sharing all the sobriety story, because this is how we purify ourselves and connect deeper. Thank you, Lemat, Gideon. Thank you for all the love. Chanel, thank you. If you didn't get a reading, next time, whenever that may be, I'll be on with brothers and sister Emily and Sean, and Sarah to sister Jill tomorrow. Maze from Canada, Kimmy from South Africa. She came, but she's too shy to talk. That's okay. I was at Yogog. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sister Butterfly, for engaging a lot. Sister Melissa, thank you for being here. I see a lot of people. Alberto, Sonali, thank you for all the teachers. We got Andrea, and who was it? Yeah, all the Insight Timer teachers who are willing to support and do this work without charge, because that takes a lot of guts. Sister Lisa Ann, Suleiman, Christine is here, and anyways, 3 ohms to complete our experience. Breathing in. Breathing in. Inhale. And all is one. The end. Thank you, everybody. See you next time. All right, thank you, everybody, on all the platforms.